Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some custom-made RC bodies. And since I just got into airbrushing, I thought this would be a great opportunity to do like an overview video as well of a custom paint job. So first, I got to give a huge thank you to Owen over at Revive RC, the small company based out of the UK that specializes in custom-made bodies, or I want to say almost like a variant type body of some of the more popular Tamiya kits. So Owen reached out to me on Instagram, said he was a huge fan of the channel, loves our race night videos, knows I'm a big fan of the Top Force, and basically was generous to gift these to the channel, and he even paid for shipping to have them sent over here. I begged and pleaded with him, please let me pay for shipping, and he was like, no, it's my gift to you. So thank you, Owen. He must have dropped a pretty penny, because from the UK to here in the United States, anything that I get shipped takes a minimum of like 2 weeks, maybe even more. And I got these in less than a week. So thank you again, Owen. Greatly appreciated. And I'm really looking to getting these painted up. What's even nicer is he put a handwritten note in the box as well, and I really like the last part of the note where he writes, "Enjoy, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you paint everything, and maybe even on the famous track. Believe it or not, I've never seen either of these in action," and he's talking about having these two bodies painted up and seeing someone running them. So don't worry, Owen. It's going to be painted, at least in this episode. The Top Force is going to be painted, and we are going to hit the Port Royal Raceway and showcase it, whether it's in this video or an upcoming video. So again, thank you. All right, so how are they a little different? Almost like a variant, right? Well, the Top Force over here, oh, not Top Force, I'm sorry, the Super Astute over here, as far as his body, has a wraparound one-piece window, which completely changes the whole roof line. Okay, I'm sure it's a lot of fun to mask this the way it wraps around, but eventually when I do paint this, I'm going to use liquid mask. So that'll make it a little bit easier. So that should be pretty cool. And then over here on the Top Force, well, the main difference is that on the original body, you have the air intake or the scoop up here, whereas on the body that he recreated, it does not have the air intake on the top. It gives it even more of a aerodynamic, streamlined look to it. Now this one is a little reddish already, or pinkish I want to say, and the reason for that is because I actually went ahead and cut this out already and actually put one coat of liquid mask on the inside. I use Biddy Design liquid mask. I just brush it on. I'll show you in a second how I do that, because I'm going to do a little highlight reel, I guess, of the airbrushing process. But yeah, I couldn't wait, and I already started doing it, and then I was like, oh, you know what, let me film this, like the whole process. So that's what this video, or the remainder of this video, is going to be. All right, so also with this, gave a spoiler, or the wing, a little bit different than the actual Top Force wing right here. And with this one, an under tray, which is pretty much the same as the actual Top Force under tray, but I don't know, I'm going to try to do something pretty cool custom with this. All right, so hopefully it all comes out looking well. All right, so enjoy the rest of the video. Well, in case you haven't figured it out by now, I don't shoot all my videos in consecutive order or even in the same day. I kind of bounce around from project to project, but it is the morning after. I just rolled out of bed, put a hat on, and drinking my morning coffee. And putting on a very light third coat of this liquid mask. Now, yesterday after the video I shot, the intro to this video, I put on a second coat. I like to wait about 12 hours to let it fully dry, and then I put another coat on. Now, some people will just pour the liquid mask right into the shell and just move it around and brush it on. But this is a small shell, a 1/10 scale, and it's pretty small. So I like to just pour a little bit into a cup. A little bit goes a long way. You don't really need much. I know my brush is kind of big, but this is the brush that I have, and you know, so far it's worked fine. And that's it. Just get it on there and just brush it and move it around, and super easy. Just go back and forth, make sure you get into all the little crevices. And I want to say you're probably good doing this 2 times, but you know, I'm a little OCD, so I do 3. Well, here's the finished product, and I have to say, it looks super duper. Very happy with how this turned out. I love the colors on here, and you know, by the way, I used Proline airbrush paints, and so when Owen sent this to me, I kind of went through my paint drawer and was like, oh, what colors do I want to use? And I really love the pearl lime green, and I was like, oh, orange and a purple. And you know, when I was talking about it with my buddy Harry, you know, he was like, oh, if you're going to use the purple, you definitely want to lighten it up to almost like a lavender. And so I actually tried lightening up by adding white, and I tested it out on some, you know, little color strips, and I got it to the way I wanted it. And then when I got it on the body, I guess because I put too many coats of it on, it kind of darkened up over a few coats and is more like purple than lavender. However, on the bottom over here, it's a little bit lighter because I didn't put as many coats on like I did up here. Anyway, as far as the paint scheme on here, originally I was going to go with mimicking the stickers that are on the Top Force, and I was going to use the purple and the orange and make them very thin. And then, you know, of course, Harry was over one day and we were filming, you know, the voiceovers for our race night videos, and I was telling him about it, and he suggested that I probably should do that, but continue it all the way around, almost like in a bullet form, to kind of, you know, accentuate the body lines, and specifically the window and the roof, because that's the whole point of this, is that there's no air scoop on top over here. So I, you know, do this in kind of white and kind of like make it stand out. And so I'm glad I listened to him. Good advice, thank you. And so I'm really pleased with how this turned out. All right, as far as the stickers, I went with the TRF stickers in black and with the mirror trim around it. I ordered that sticker sheet from Tamiya USA. It only took like 2 weeks to get here. I don't know why, but when it finally did, I'm very happy. And with how it looks all together. As far as the under tray, this is also from Owen. It fits perfect on here. I just continued with a stripe going all the way down, and for the white, I did a little bit of a honeycomb, you know, with a stencil in there, just to kind of do something different and kind of experiment with that. So, wheels. And the only thing I would change on here is I would probably get the black aluminum hubs for the front over here, because the red ones, even though you don't really see them, you know, obviously it doesn't go with this body. So I'll probably end up ordering the black aluminum hubs for the front, and that's really it. So all that's left to do with this is put a little of this metal tape on there. Now Tamiya actually sells this, but you can go to your local hardware store and pick up a roll of this, probably for half the price, and you get a whole lot more. And this is used for duct work, whether it's air conditioning or heating, and you could just put this right underneath and like contour the whole body, go over it. And basically what this does is, number one, it reinforces the body, and number two, it prevents anything from the inside of the body scraping against the paint and wearing the paint away in areas. So I just started, you know, recently doing that to my bodies, so this way I don't spend all this time painting them and then, you know, we get like wear marks in the paint. So I'm going to put this on, and then we're going to hit the Port Royal Raceway to get some action footage, and that's what I'm going to leave you with right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next. Enjoy the running footage.